Hi, this is Debbie with Cheyenne Life, coming back at you with another video in regards to the upgrades that I have done on my growing room. This is the south-facing windows. It's kind of like a bay window, but not quite. And we have done some major upgrades involving that. Not with any structural types of upgrades, but shelving. I have put a recent video up in how I had started working on getting everything redone in the growing room. So I've done a little bit more as of today, and today is the 11th of April. We began working on it and just completely cleaned out that growing room as well as the dining room. As you can see here, the only thing I have not cleaned up is we have a home improvement corner of our dining room where we keep tools handy just in case we need those at the immediate moment. So that area, unfortunately, is not cleaned up yet because we don't have any place straightened up enough to put those into and get them sorted. But anyway, we have been working on the dining room, getting that all straightened out, and it's looking great, I think. So I had put up a shelving unit here next to our china cabinet. We have one door on our china cabinet that's having to be worked on right now. So absolutely great shelving unit. So it gets everything up and out of the way. And it also cleaned out this window because we have a tendency where we have big windowsills like this that we tend to put things on them. Right now, that is how it is with my seeds and things like that I don't want to go outside and get ruined. So we have our seeds and boxes for our seeds here in this window. There's two windows here in this corner. So we have that there. That is actually my daughter's seed container. And then my seed container, a basket for where we collect things that we want to harvest later on in the season, and all of my other seeds and herbs boxes. And then I have extra boxes that I keep for harvesting and excess seeds and things like that, or to dry things with. So that is that area right there. But as you can see, most of the window is now cleaned out. We do have this shelving unit up and working, and these shelves, by the way, came from a company called UDirect. They have many different sizes. This one they're very, very sturdy, by the way. If you can see these are not like Walmart shelves. They're extremely sturdy, very thick steel cabinet shelves. So we have that. It's got my sous vide on there. Maybe one of these days I'll do a tutorial on the sous vide. And then I have my pressure cooker, canner, my rotisserie, and my this is a steamer, rice steamer plus crock pot, and it does a whole bunch of other things. Some of my extra bowls and plastics. And then I had not enough room on that shelf for my big crock pot. This is a standalone crock pot that I tend to use more often than this one. And then as you can see through the window, because this is a foyer that had been closed off, or a porch, we have the succulents going out here now. And then let me go ahead and show you the growing room that I'm so excited about, that it's all been updated. Apologize for the bouncy video moving around. And I just love this hanging. My daughter got this for me from her work. She works for Ross Stores, and she brought me that home. And it's from India. So just love that. I have brought in one of my outdoor shelves, which I had shown on the previous video, but now I've moved it. So I have that for some excess shelving. But it tends to be, the way this shelving works is it's very narrow up here at the top. It's kind of like a baker's rack, but just a smaller version without the cabinets. But this is a more narrow shelf than the lower shelves. So it tends to be a little bit more difficult to use that shelf. So I use the lower ones. But anyway, we have some of our seeds in there. And I have another growing rack or shelves that have been put up. And I went ahead and put my lemon tree on that for now until it goes back outside for the summer. So as you can see there, a whole bunch of seeds and things that are growing, getting started. And let me give you a little update on the seeds as it's occurring. I do have some acorn squash that is coming up, as you can see right there, that had not been showing anything as of yesterday. So those are coming up. We have watercress that is coming up all over the place. In this little area, this was one that my daughter had planted. This just got planted last night, so we won't see anything here until probably 2 or 3 more days. And it'll most likely only be the lettuce that'll come up, which is the Paris Island lettuce or romaine lettuce. And then I've got some cauliflower that I've gotten started. And there's my sweet mint that I had picked up the other day. And I think these are called calendivas. My daughter had picked these up, one for my partner and one for myself. They're just absolutely beautiful. They're a succulent, so you don't have to water them very much. And she had gotten herself an orchid. And I told her she was biting off more than she can chew with that. Because she just now started planting and growing. She was never interested before. And now she's getting interested where she's seeing that I grow so much of our food. And put it away for the winter and can and all kinds of stuff. So she's gotten more interested in that now that she's in her mid-20s. So she's getting into growing. And not a whole lot of updates on this seed container as yet. It'll probably still be a few days on those. Everything's still looking good in the window as far as the tomatoes, which I had just done an update on those. And now they have a little bit more room, and I did clean off all of these window sills as I was putting the new shelving units in. So it looks all great there, all nice and clean. And I did lose one of my Armenian cucumbers. All 6 of them had came up, but I noticed that one of them was a very, very weak plant. That would be that one that was in the middle there. So I just went ahead and brought it on out because I don't really need all of the 6. I'm going to have plenty of cucumbers between the straight 8s, the Armenians, and the tender green burpless. So no worries there. I'll have plenty to can and pickle and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not seeing anything else as far as the Tuscan style extra sweet. So I may go ahead and slip a couple of more seeds in those 2 empty cups and see if I can get those to come up, so that way we'll have at least 4 plants. Everything over here looking great. These are all freshly planted, so you're not going to see a whole lot of action except for some lettuce back there. That's iceberg lettuce coming up. Not a whole lot else to mention. We've got some more seeds coming up in these right now. At least they're working on it. And then this is the other planter that I had planted about 7 days ago now. And we definitely have the Tahitian squash coming up. And the red curry. And the butternut. Just basically all of the squash are coming up now. And I had mentioned that on the last video. So anyway, that is an update and view of our newly spruced up, cleaned up growing area. As you can see, it's kind of long and narrow, so it's kind of hard to get some shelving units in here, but everything is looking great. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want notices on new videos as they come out, and we will see you in the next one.